Welcome to where the furniture isn't always the best, but them views, they are amazing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 13th floor where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views, they continue to be amazing. And they will only get better in this new year. Welcome to 2023, everybody.
Woo!
Woo.
2023. Y'all remember when the world was going to end?
I was just going to say the same thing. 23 years ago, world was supposed to end.
Y2K is going to be the end of us.
Look at us now. Look at us now. Still waiting on these flying cars, even though they're right around the corner. They're right there.
I'm waiting for my flying skateboard first.
They've been around the corner though.
They have been.
New York actually got the little they got the little mover helicopters that they're about to start testing.
Yeah.
And like single person movers to be able to move around different parts of the city. So I mean, we'll see as things advance, 2047, here we come.
That's hilarious, man. I was watching shout out to Musaddiq Muhammad, House of Wings down in Miami. I was watching his clip on IG, what'll be a couple weeks ago now. He had this little automated motorized thing that looked like it used to be part of the bomb squad that actually delivers food.
Yes.
And I was sitting there watching it, struggling to get past a garbage bag.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's funny. They have that at University, Bowling Green University. They go through campuses all the time. A little Justin kind of thing. Yep. And that thing, I sat there at a stoplight just to watch it. Go forward, go back. Go forward, go back. It's like adjusting. It's the funniest thing. I mean, I feel bad for whoever's food is, but they literally.
Hey, automation is real and it is taking over. I just saw a thing for the first fully automated McDonald's where it's like no people at all in the thing. And it's just like, yo, you either app your order in or you could touch screen it, but there's like no people like talking to you or doing anything.
They're moving people. I saw the one in Detroit airport. They've cut up the whole front line. All the restaurants are gone. It's just kiosks now, and the cooks are in the back now. So there's nobody, just like a little hole slice through. They are, here goes your food.
I'll tell you, when I was in Sweden, that was the way most of the restaurants, especially the quicker food, because they didn't really have like fast food. But most of them were set up in that fashion, unless it was like a true sit down restaurant. It was set up with kiosks.
Humble brag to the man traveling to Sweden.
Just saying,
Hey, when he says that,
shout out to Uppsala.
Right.
He says that international man of mystery, he means that.
Exactly.
When I was in Sweden, yeah, I love it.
Doing what the Swedes do.
Exactly.
Right.
That is hilarious. But I was also thinking, man, this little automated thing by itself rolling through through Overtown. Some little genius gonna grab that thing and repurpose it.
Oh yeah, somebody goes Tony Stark for sure. Or Rudy. What's her name?
It's gonna be delivering hot packs. That's what it's gonna be delivering if you catch my drift.
Yep. Game change.
Hilarious. So, man, we can do a holiday recap when we got Brett. It'll almost be February, but we'll do it. We won't do it now. What I will ask you guys is this question. What have you decided to leave? What did you decide to leave in 22? Like what did you leave in 2022?
I left a lot of baggage. I'm not a lot of baggage of like needing to do more, wanting to do more, wanting to like having to have these things in my head. Like I gotta get this done. Like I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just gonna do my thing and be happy where I am, be happy with what I'm doing with myself, and just find time to enjoy that. So like 2022 was the need of like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And 2023 for me is gonna be the need of like, am I happy with what's going on with it? If I'm happy, then I'm good. but I don't got to worry about like trying to appease someone else to make myself happy. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm trying to leave debt behind, but that's 2026. So we'll get there later on. I'm still paying for Sally Mae. Well, now it's Naviet or
Oh,
whoever she
her
passed on me along to.
exactly. Her cousin and them are some nasty, nasty people.
Well, y'all part of that one. They got the email too about
It was
forgiveness.
forgiven,
Oh,
but that there was like a wrong email. The way that they
we
worded it,
sent the wrong email.
yep,
Yeah.
they the way that they worded it was really messed up.
Oh man.
People thought they got forgiven and got
Yep,
us. They're like, oops, we made a mistake. Gotcha.
yep. We made a mistake. Sorry. Um, I'm giving a broad stroking in as I move into 2023 and plant my flag. I feel that I do a lot of the overarching what I need to be doing as far as in business destinations for stuff where I need to get better at finalizing those task lists and working on completing the tasks that are involved to getting there.
Nice, nice.
What I'm leaving behind. I wish it was something I had control over. But I guess you can't control death, right? A lot of stuff has happened in 2022 that I wish I could say, hey, I don't want to partake in that, but that's not life, right? But the thing I can control is really more so what I'm taking with me. I saw more of the silver lining of when I tell people no to not doing, feeling like I have to do what they want me to do. I saw the silver lining and started seeing that glimmer of light of what's possible, the possibility of if I focus on myself, right? And it's game on. I'm it's just it's a new ball game this year. Like we got a lot of stuff on the horizon, a lot of things out there, just waiting, just prime waiting to go. Um, just taking that forward. It's not feeling guilty with saying no. That's what I'm leaving behind. That's a better way. After I talked to Dude, that's the way to sum it up. Sorry, it took me a minute to get there, but we there.
It's
That's
fine. It was a nice car ride, dog.
That's a big move. That's a big move. I know it hurts your heart because you're not a yes man. You're I will help you man. And to be able to say no because you want to take care of you is big. That's a big move for you because you got big plans for yourself. And in order for you to do what you got to do for you, you got to unfortunately take some time out for you.
Exactly.
That's
It's
big of you.
necessary for growth, my brother.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I agree with that whole yes, but or no, but no, I can't do that, but I can help with this later on. Or yeah, I can do that task, but I need you to do this instead, or I can't do that later on. Um, I'm using that a lot in 2023. You may hear that on this podcast, you may hear that in life. Yes, but or no, but there'll be no straight answers anymore of the yes or no.
So I understand the do you have to do that? Right? Do you have to give the but? Because at the end of the day, if you weren't there, would they figure it out?
Yes. I had a big talk this week with one of my good friends who are a coworker as well too, and we are talking about how that it doesn't matter who you are, it will continue on without you. So you're not there, it's gonna go on. I think the yes buts is more for the yeses than the nos because uh with a yes with a no but it's like no I won't do that but I can help you with this. But the yes yeah, I can do that task, but unfortunately, I can't do the other task, or I can't do this other thing you want me to do too. So that's why I think
Or
the
I
yes,
can't do it right now. I'll get
right,
to it. I'll be able to do it in such and such. If it's something
right.
that you feel
So
you can
so
commit to.
yes, but yeah.
I feel like the yes but or even the no but
Mm-hmm.
is you're still helping the person to figure it out. And the question that I would ask is who's helping us figure it out?
Nobody. That's why they're coming to us because they know we will figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's not a question of we will find a way, if it's as a person, a resource, whatever the case may be, we're gonna figure it out. And I think that's the realization of that's why people come to us. That's why people will make that call to you before they will somebody else in their own inner circle, in their own bloodline. Like, because they know, one, most likely you're not going to say no. Two, you will have a solutions to somehow, some way you'll figure it out and alleviate the thought process or the burden of having that thought on themselves.
True.
I feel like it's work too. It's not just personal home, it's also work.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's mostly definitely work. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely work for me.
And when I say home, I meant family, like
Yeah,
not necessarily
your household, but
in your household, but family. I don't know. I think what I'm leaving behind is figuring out other people's journey for them.
Oh, that's when I
and
got.
and I can say that's big for you, because if you ask any of us, and I think I'm at liberty to say this for everybody, that's been your role that people have put you in since they met you. Guilty
Yep.
of it myself.
That mentor, yep. That mentor.
That's different. What I'm talking about is me putting the expectation on myself that I have to do that for everybody.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I don't think
give us
necessarily you have
more.
to do it for everybody, but it's like when you meet somebody that you can make a connection with, yes. But there's people you meet, you're like, this joker, why are you even talking to me? Like, you don't, even if they would come back full circle somewhere in your sphere of influence, it's like you've already decided that. But the thing is, you see the potential in somebody, you see what somebody can be, and you want that for them, which is not a bad thing. Just realizing that you can't take them on that journey, especially if they don't want to be there, if they don't want to go on that journey themselves, or if they're going to half-ass it.
And that's the piece. I think it's realizing it's self debilitating beliefs, but also debilitating beliefs on the behalf of others. I think it's both. One, for me, it's realizing that I got way more power and influence than I'll allow myself to live in and activate and move in. Two, it's seeing the potential of somebody else, but not taking into account they may not be ready to acknowledge that. And I think more so, let's feed the people that want to eat, as opposed to automatically going and getting them a plate and putting stuff on it for them.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I'm just like, that's
total sense.
Yeah.
Like if you can't even get yourself in the chair at the table, why am I putting a plate there with stuff for you?
And why are you trusting yourself so much to help in the back end too? Like, come on, you can do this. No, it's all good.
Oh, you cutting up the meat and you know, do you want gravy? And then can I get you there? And like, yo, they haven't even sat down yet.
But you haven't even sat down.
Yep, exactly. You doing all this through a phone call or text, waiting for them to come. That is, yeah, bro. You right.
And I think that's the piece where not just me, for all of us, as we elevate, we got to realize that, okay, it's not the same anymore. Like, we're not all at the ground level trying to move up, but we still operate with a ground level mentality of, okay, we're all starting from the bottom. Let me help you. No. I'm not there anymore. And I at least need you to show me that you have the mentality for the next level before I start putting out for you.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think that's where the burnout comes in. When you're overthinking, overprocessing, and overachieving for somebody else.
Definitely.
Do you? Yeah, I mean, you're correct. That is that. Do you also feel that you as yourself internally look and be like, doing these things. You're like, no, I do too much. I try to be in all the places, all the things for everybody. I try to get all these things so the view of my performance is above and beyond. But then you look at it at the end of the year and your recap comes through, and it's like, no, I did all this work and it's still for nothing. Like it's for null at the end of the day. All the work you've done. So like you're saying it from a view of someone else being there, but I'm looking at that from someone myself doing that work and putting all that extra work out for no reason, like going above.
So
Like,
think about it. It works the same way for those above you who may not necessarily need to be above you.
Yep.
Because you go in and you fill their gaps too to keep them where they're at.
Yep.
But in keeping them where they're at, that's keeping you where you are.
Correct. Major problem.
Message.
So either way, you're either anchoring yourself to the bottom or you're cementing what's above you so that you can't get through because you've solidified somebody else's place where they are.
Mm. Wow.
Either way, you stuck.
Either way, you stuck.
You're boxing yourself. You're trying to help other so many other people. You're boxing yourself in, and again, what you just described for me in a work sense, right? I've always been the one. Again, in the field of education, it is always making the person above you look better.
Mm-hmm.
So you have if you're an AP, I don't care if you disagree with your principal. Your job is your job is to make your principal look good. That's what it is. If you're at different levels, whether it's teacher or coach or whatever, everybody above you is there. But a lot of times, what you do and the work you do is overshadowed by the recognition going to those above you. And when that recognition goes there, it's all about me, 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 me. Forget about the other people. That's when you start to see like, yo, I'm busting my butt for everybody else. And but then you can't slack off because it's like
right.
you're gonna be accused of not doing your job or living up to because you've already performed. So you're like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, are you damned if you don't? Or is that the belief that we're carrying with ourselves that we're damned if we don't? Because if we are meeting the requirements of our job, right? And in most cases, we're usually exceeding, and we can show that and demonstrate that. Well, now what?
Right.
What else is it that you were asking me to do that I'm not being compensated for, recognized for, nor was the expectation set?
Yeah, but that's when they just don't. You're not a team player.
That is an easy
Guess
way out.
what? The further up you go,
the less team,
the less team you got.
Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. Because they're reporting all to you. You're not doing a side by side mindset. I was talking to somebody, Meshach, and we're talking about that. And he goes,
Indigo?
huh?
Never mind.
I don't think so. But we're talking about, let's say, like excellence, and what is the level of, what do you think? What is your expectation for excellence? I think letting that set down and ask that question. So in this review for 2023 that I'm going to get, first thing I'm going to ask is, okay, great. I understand where you're standing with that, and that's great. Whatever last year's was, what is 2023's level of exceptional, or what is the level of expectations for excellence? And then I need to know what you think, because if this is what you're telling me now, that is my marker for what it is. So when time comes around, if I am still here in a time frame, I now met. Now I would ask that question mid-year. Where am I at on your level of expectations for excellence? So that we're all level setting ourselves. So that when I come around in December, there's no surprise that, oh, well, this is where we are. No, we talked in January, we talked in June or May or August, or it may be, about this. Here's where we are. Here's what you said to do. Here are some proof records for yourself. This is what I've done for it. So I think that's what, if you haven't done that for yourself or anyone else, find that level of what excellent is. And if you don't know what it is, ask for us. You can now judge yourself and put yourself to that standard, what it is.
That's I want to keep making the connection to like just personal life too, and not just work.
That's yeah.
Because there are people that we put in that role and the expectations aren't clear.
Yeah.
Or the values aren't clear. Like what are we valuing in 2023? What's our priorities? And are we working towards that? And what is your role? What is my role?
That's true. Yeah. That's a family discussion too. That's a family thing. I mean, right now, Diddy is the next one up for that when the baby time comes. The expectation of who's going to do what, when, and how, and what time frame, and that schedule of the baby's awake. Cool, but you're breastfeeding, but she's awake. I can't do anything with that. Like that conversation is going to be a big deal. So like it's yeah.
Well, I don't even want to go down that road. Let's not even go down that road because there's nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And it's not
a bad thing. No,
it's not about Diddy's situation. It's just that situation in general.
Yeah.
Right. Because what's the great equalizer for that situation?
Oh, I had him. I had her.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's what I heard a lot.
The great equalizer for that situation is, I don't think the baby likes breastfeeding. We're just going to do formula.
Oh,
formula. That changes the game. Anybody can mix the bottle.
Yeah. That's true. Yep. No, I get it. Still an important conversation to have.
It is an important conversation to have. Oh, absolutely. You got to figure that out. I mean, it's a stressful time. There's a bunch of hormones. Recent data is saying that there's even changes in the man. So, you definitely want to have that communication and figure out what the approach is going to be. And nobody else's approach is necessarily the best approach for what you got going on in your household.
Yep.
So
take some good hands. Take the things that people have seen and done, but it's not the word of the Bible.
I heard that too, Kay.
You heard it too?
I heard it too. That's why I had to replay what he just said.
I had to replay it too because I'm pretty sure that has something to do with how we got here. But yeah.
No.
All right. How did we talk about?
Stupid. Where did we go? Okay.
Listen, it's gonna be a fun year here on the 13th floor.
Yes.
And we're just listen, we want you to think about this conversation and what are you leaving and what did you leave in 2022? And we're not going to put you to work this time because I know most of you are out there. You're making your resolutions. If you're still on that, you're making your vision boards.
You got your seeds for success. That's still there. We still have those, so they're still coming through.
Yep. You got you should at this point have your I wants, and as you go through and think about what you want, if you haven't, think about what you were leaving. What do you have that isn't going to help you get to those I wants?
What are all the roadblocks, baby?
Yep. And then also think about who are you? Who are you in 2023? Don't feel like you have to be that person that you have been thus far or that you were in 2022. Set those. What are your values, right? Treat yourself like a business. Every business goes through and reevaluates their values every few years. They reevaluate their vision. Do you have your vision set? And with that vision, it could be for 3 years, it could be 5 years. I don't recommend going further than that because of the way that things change right now. but everything should align, right?
Mhm.
Everything should align from there. And if they're not aligning, then you got work to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we
The,
leave
the,
it there.
the big thing there is the misalignment is where you're all over the place because you don't have a clear direction, or you're achieving in one area but you feel like you're slacking in another because it's not aligned. That was a key like thought process and change that I had to make a few years ago, where I had all these different things I was aiming for, but they were all like competing with each other. I was like fighting myself in the end. Like, so getting all that stuff alignment, like get in alignment is key. If it's not, what is the greatest thing you're trying to achieve, and then what are the things that are going to support that? I mean, there could be goals as well, but for instance, if you're talking about career or entrepreneurship or something like that, but yet you're talking about traveling and doing stuff with it, like that may not be in the picture to set a goal to do that right now, because you need to focus time on getting your game plan together. I'm just arbitrarily making stuff up here, right? Like, so if they're not in alignment, they may be competing against each other. So bounce the idea off somebody, evaluate that if you're not sure. Like, have that full conversation and lay the plan out there.
If you if you don't have the ability to travel far in your thoughts and in your mind, there ain't no reason for you to go out there and stamp passports this year.
That's a lot for a t-shirt, but still.
I'm about to say leave it on that note. Dang. Woof.
That was deep, okay? Yo.
Yeah. Hey.
Got me sitting here a second ago, like,
Yes.
make sure I got my stuff together before I stamp any passports.
I'm like,
yes.
5 years, 3, 2. Okay, that one. How am I doing now?
I'm just saying, right? Like,
that's good.
If you can't think about yourself over the next 3 to 5 years, what you board all these flights for?
That's true.
Don't get me wrong. If you put in the work about yourself, okay, I've got this 3 to 5 year plan. Now let me see where this travel fits in, because now instead of just traveling for, just entertainment, you might be traveling for things that are going to help you on that 3 to 5 year plan.
Right.
That just so happen to fit in. There may be something that you want to go learn about, as opposed to just going and, laying out on the little wood raft thing and letting somebody rub mud all over your body. I'm just saying.
You're right. You're right. Pivot.
Yep.
Pivot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. We appreciate you joining us. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear them as usual. You can find us on YouTube. If you're watching, you know where to find us. Help your friends find us, right? Those people that, maybe they haven't found the things to support them. They haven't found the things to help push them to be that next version of themselves. Send this to them. Just send them the link. It's so easy. Send them the link. Share the link. And as always, if you're listening via any of the audio platforms, please subscribe and leave your reviews. See y'all in a couple weeks.
That's it for now, folks.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're done here on the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are
amazing.